Hi, welcome back to another ARCHICAD speed modeling tutorial by ASM Techbase. My name is Carsten MD. Join the ASM Techbase email list for newsletters and future updates. Let's have a look at this remodeling project setup. So I went to Google Earth first from the top, had a look and obviously found where this laboratory is. And as you can see, then I used the ruler to measure something. So what I did is I measured the length of the building, which is just roughly, 70 meters. And I found online a plan for it, and you can see it's very bad resolution, so I couldn't really read any dimensions. So what I did is I just drew some lines along and then fitted this one in to actually, by the way, get the correct scale. What you have to do is remember, I'll show you this quickly. If you have this and it just came in like this maybe, then you obviously have to click and resize this using this tool. You go define graphically and you zoom in a bit, and you know this yellow line is 70 meters. So you click there, click again. At the moment you can see it's about 29. So click again, and now you can just put in 70 and hit enter. So now this yellow line is 70, just like it says up here. Great, delete this. So that's what I did, is then obviously I made them round numbers for this exercise. As you can see, I just rounded them up, drew a couple of lines so they all nicely have round numbers for me. The next setup I did is the elevation. So let's have a quick look. By the way, this is all in worksheets for now. Okay, so I did another elevation worksheet. So again, I googled online, had a quick look if I find anything. So this is an elevation I found there. You see it's in perspective obviously, but it did help me a little bit. And then I found this plan again. You zoom in and it's just very bad resolution, but that's fine. For the setup that was enough. And again, I made them round numbers. Okay, so I could roughly from this, because I had the length obviously roughly, so I could then get the heights and I rounded them up here. Then I set those heights obviously in our story setting, so you can see that's exactly the same: 4.5, 4.5, 8, 8, 4.5, 4.5. Great, get out of this. So that's pretty much the setup to start my remodeling of this building. I of course have some reference images which I put in another worksheet. There you go. They're just images. They're not to scale. This is purely for me to zoom around in a moment when I start building this up. Gives me some ideas so I can match this. Okay, let's get back to our 2D drawing. I just drew up the walls and the slab already. There's no point showing you this, it's very simple. Let's have a look in 3D. So what I got here is this. And you maybe noticed that I got some red walls here, and I call them space holder walls. What it is, let's go to our elevation or reference image probably. Those walls, they will be curtain walls in a moment, okay? But because they go over more than one level, it is easier for me for now to just draw them in normal walls. So what I did is I obviously traced along on the ground. Then in 3D I had to adjust those two on an angle. So I'll show you quickly. So I had this one straight. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the elevation. So it's just straight. And again, to give me some idea, what I did is I just click on the line, go roughly here, you click, you see you got an angle of 90, and I just sort of, matched a little bit, 80, 79, something like this. So let's just, for my purpose, let's make it 80. So escape, I go into 3D. So I click on this one, go there, and let's make this 80. And let's make the same on that one, because I had a look at the photos. That one is also inclined towards outside. There you go. And let's make this 80 so it's the same. Great, so there you go. So that's what I've got at the moment. So let's go and keep modeling this building up. So I have to go to my references now. There we go. Great, so I don't put in any windows yet. I just want to model the sort of the shape up first. So I did the first level, this one here, as you can see, and now let's just put the next level on. To do this, I just select all this. I'm on the ground at the moment. Obviously I don't want to select the sections, and we just copy this, go up a floor. Great, so I can paste this in now, and in 3D obviously we got just duplicated this for now. There you go. All right, so that's what we got. Now very simple, I don't want those ones, so they're grouped. Let's delete those ones, delete this one. That's great. And as you can see, we obviously have to change the slab slightly. All right, let's do this for now in 3D. And what I want to do is we take this and we just move that a bit inside, going to the corner here. There you go. Okay, that's great. This one you can move out too, but I have to have a look. I don't think we got a slab there. So again, we go back to our reference image and we zoom in a bit. I don't think there is a slab. See, so you just go around to images. Hard to see, like I said, I don't have a section there. Yeah, see, there's sort of going a stair up. So for now, let's just go back here and we take this slab and we just move it back all the way to there. Great, so in 3D that's what we got now, and we go to our section, and the next bit is now I want, because they're just placeholders, so all I want to do is actually I want to stretch them up. So we stretch them up to that level. Okay, you can do that in 3D too. Just take them, stretch them up. Whoops. Okay, just stretch them up with the right tool. And this one too. But be careful here, you gotta use this one. Great, let's turn around and we do the same here. All the way up. Great, so I will adjust later the slab you see here. Okay, but like I said, I want to go outside first and make the shape look the way it is in this project. Great, so let's go to the section, and as you can see, we obviously have something different in the on the second floor. Now I don't have any plans, so I have to make this up. So let's go down to our 2D, and I turn back on the top view as a trace reference. Okay, so you can see here, obviously you can see roughly the overlap of this facade element. So just again, we just measure this roughly. So it seems a bit much, 3.6, it looks less, so let's just go over here. It's probably more like this, from there to there. Yeah, I just make it, let's make it 2 meters, that will do for now. Let's have a quick look to confirm reference image. Let's go back here. Yeah. That'll do. It's a bit hard to see, like I said, but look, there's more reference images around probably, but for my purpose of the tutorial, yeah, I think 2 meters will do. All right, so this piece, I take 2 meters out. Great, so what we do is we are on level 1, and I want to go out now, because I can see roughly where this is. So I want to move my trace reference now. So you go trace reference, drag reference, and you know, just roughly from here, drag it to there. Again, this is rough, you know, so, and then we can see where this element starts. So it looks like it starts roughly here, which is fine. So what I want to do is I will take a line first. Now actually go straight into the walls, that's fine. So I don't need a placeholder for this, so I just choose some normal materials. Let's do this wall external 2 and leave that on wall external 2 and wall internal, and this does not have to be on curtain wall. I like to put this on external wall. The height 4.5. Let's have a quick look what I've got up here. It's 8 meters to the next level, so let's put in 8 meters. Okay, let's go back in here, so let's make this 8. Great, so we just start drawing roughly here and we say y 2 meters minus, click again, and we go all the way to, yeah, look, I will make it round numbers, it's just easier for me. Let's make it 30. Okay, and it will move in here to there. Okay, so let's have a look in 3D. There you go. This one again is on an angle, but because I don't change this to a curtain wall, I can leave it on this material. So let's just go here and we do the same. We make this 80. And if I look at my elevation, that's the way it looks now. Great, and I can see this one too on an angle. Let's make the same. Go this way and we select and make this 80. Alright, I think this starts to look very similar. Great. And what I do is I will have to swap every so often between the reference images so I know how to continue, because I've got this shape outside, so I'm going around this way, looking at this side, and it looks like on the other side is exactly the same. Now, before I just mirror a copy, it is obviously much better. I add the windows, do the windows here, and even probably do the roof shape before I mirror, otherwise you have to do it twice. So I'll leave this open, I keep going around, so that way, that's okay. And on the other side, I come around and see this here. All right, that's pretty good. So let's get back. I can see we have a round piece here. I haven't done that. So let's move the trace reference back, drag a reference, zoom in a bit, and you take this one and move it all the way to there. Great. Now for this purpose, I'm going back to the ground because I haven't noticed. I should have really done that on the ground. And again, it's just a tutorial. I'll just do this by eye. It's not exactly right. I can't really go there because of the edges here. Should have probably done it a bit longer, but that's fine for now. Yeah, that's pretty good. And let's do the same here. Oops, let's try again. All right. And if I look at the reference, I don't think it's going up. So let's go back to the reference image. And actually, I forgot to tell you, I got roof too. There we go. Oh, that's better. Yes, it's on the lower level. Going around here. There's actually a gap in between, but look, for my purpose, you can see here, that'll do just fine. Great, let's get back and have a look what we got in 3D. Yeah, that's good for now. Don't worry about the, all this, we'll cut off this later. This is actually not bad, and maybe to make this nice, we really should. Okay, great. Where were we? That's right. This one now, like I said, before I do this and mirror that over, obviously as you can see it goes further up. So instead you could copy that up, but I rather just extend this wall in this case. So what I do is, let's just extend this as an example up, and we go there. And it probably has, you know, I think I'm happy with that because I put the roof on there. Okay, so again, do it in 3D, the rest, to make sure that fits. Yeah, that looks cool, because when we cut this off after, that'll be just fine. Okay, let's add some windows. Now, before I do this, I actually just quickly like to change the color of this, because it's just easier to follow. That's why, by the way, I put this in the tiles, so you can see where we are compared to the reference images. So let's just change this around to, at the moment we got this, we just change it to a bit of a wooden color for now. It's just easier to follow. There you go. And OpenGL, you know, doesn't match exactly, but this is purely for modeling purposes. So we know this is a bit of woody color. There we go. So if I hit OK, yeah, that's much better. Okay, let's put some windows in. I'm going back to my plan, floor plan. We go to level 1. There we go. It's sticking out, and that's where I want to add some windows now. Go to the window tool, open, and in this case I need a special window, and we need to have a quick look. I like to have this one, and we like to add, let's just hit OK and have a look at the elevation to make sure I can see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 division, and then get more 3 divisions. Okay, great. Let's get back, window, and we start with 3 divisions. So we go to our sash options, put in a grid, and I want to change this to 2. This time, this one was 3. Actually, this is 1. Oops. Yep, perfect. And I want to give them a different material. So I like to give them a material of window. There we go, window frame. Oops, I thought I ticked that. Window frame, glass clear, that's fine. Actually, no, let's make this a bit bluish just for the purpose, it's easier to follow. And hit OK. Now you've seen that I didn't really do anything with the sides, and there's a reason to it, because let's just plug one in now. And let's go there. And now I'm going up to my elevation. There you go. Because what I do is now I can get a line here, or I don't even need a line, I can actually just go here. There you go, and you just go to the first one up here, then do the next one. You know, see these 1148, so I just make it a round number now. Let's make it 1150. Great, and then the height is obviously different, and you can see I have to move it back again. Because I don't have the exact measurements of the elevation, I will have to now go and give this a rough sort of distance. So what I do is I use then just some lines. I just draw some lines, I copy them. Let's go there, we go there and there. Again, because of the not exact measurements, it's a bit hard, but look, I'm sure we can work this out. It's actually not bad, look at this. Ooh, very impressed with that. Okay, so now we can divide this. So take this, drag it over. It's the first window. And you can see, you can then just say, I got one here. So I want another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we just distribute 14 of those. Copies 14 and go. There you go. Now I couldn't, because it has a different height anyway, I couldn't really try to make them all this, you know, higher and then copy. So it doesn't really matter, because now to get this right, the next one is you just use a line and you just draw along here. Let's do the roof because this will be used after. So go there, go straight over there, and we go back down there. Okay, take this and we do this a bit round. There you go. So I can use this now, duplicate. Oh, hang on, I want the lot. There we go. Drag a copy, duplicate. See, there you go. That's not bad. And now, of course, we can go and move this down here. So go to that corner, which I used before. There you go. So this is where the windows stop roughly. Again, this is just roughly. To make life easier, I actually deleted all but one window, stretch this one up first, and then copy them all along again. So let's extend that one all the way up to there. And now, because I can't really do this, I have to go into 3D. Now it's much harder to actually get this exactly right. So what we have to do is then the following thing. Let's get and draw very simple quickly. We just draw, I think the shell is fine. I can draw a shell, use this tool, and we go there. Oops. Oh no, shell not either. I always forget. See, morph. Let's do the morph. Not a problem. We do the morph. Okay, morph from there to there to there. This is pretty much just so I get something in 3D. You will see in a moment. So I'm going there. Oh, I have to make sure that I actually move them exactly right. They have to be there. And we go there. All right, in 3D. Yep, that's good. And I extend this. I'll delete this in a moment. This is purely for me to give me feedback. Okay, so take this and move it over. Hold Shift key. Bit too far, zoom back in, not a problem. I could do this in elevation, that's fine, but I keep working in 3D a lot, so I'm just used to this. And now, as you can see, I can now move this up and it will just match there. So go there. Very nice, happy with that. Okay, I don't really need this anymore. Delete. You can put on a different layer where you can, you know, turn it off, turn it back on, fine by me. Okay, so let's do this again. We take this and we still got 14 and we copy them again all the way to there. All right, oh, I should have kept it. Some of you probably thought, what's he doing? Because you're right, I need this. So let's go all the way there. Yes. There you go. And let's move them all up. To rotate them. So you select those. Let's see if I can do 2. Yeah, that's fine. So select the other ones. Let's just rotate. There you go. So now that pinky point here, which is the one that can sort of give us the slope at the of the window, is on this side now, so that's perfect. Let's get out of here, and as you can see, that matches pretty good. Okay, now in case I need this again, it's probably better. Let's move this to a layer. I call this cutting element. That's actually quite good. And let's just 3D working. So what you have to do, 3D working cutting element. Let's just update this because I don't want it at the moment. Great. In between, by the way, you should save sometimes your work. Okay, so click the save button. That's great. And let's have a look at 3D a bit. Zoom out. Yep. There you go. Okay, as you can see, we have to do some work here, but that's fine. So let's get back here and take that wool back. Like I said, I don't have the plans, so I have to just try to work it out myself a bit. This one for now, let's just delete this. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's good. And I will extend this slab. All right, let's take the slab here and we just extend that. So add another point because we need that over here. And then we can just move this there. And the same with this one. Add a point there. Oh, actually I do have a point. So let's just go this way. All right. Yeah, that looks nice. Good, let's get back to our elevation. What else do I have to do? Obviously I have to extend those walls and then I have to use a roof to cut all this off. The roof, let's have a look how we do the roof. Okay, so I've got this one roof here. Seems a green roof. Let's see other reference images. Top, what we got on top? Yeah. We got some solar panels, reference images. Okay, good. It's important that you really have to have a look how it's done. Okay, look, I think for now I'll create this piece going down here. Then we go from there. Okay. For this, I go back to my elevation or section, and I really want to draw this all the way down here and just roughly to have another quick look. Reference. Go over here. Yeah, it sort of comes down. Yeah, all right. Good. Over here. So I take this one here, let's just extend that a bit. It's quite hard because this is in perspective, so I'm just sort of making this up a bit, and let's just add another, oops, no, I want to add another line. So deselect, and let's just go roughly here. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this here, going there. That'll do. And just move this down roughly. And then we create a bend. Okay, look, I think that's not bad. That looks okay. All the way there. Okay, because I want to use this now. So take this, this, and this, and let's copy. So we copy this. And we put this down onto our elevation, our floor plan here. Let's paste that in. Go down here. And this I can draw now with my shell tool, because I can use the shell after to clip cut the walls. Alright, in this case, let's just space click, extrusion length. We don't need it that long. Let's make it let's make it 2 meters for now. Okay, so we got this. Gotta be careful here. Sometimes I did the space click. If it doesn't work, let's flip it over. Let's have a look in 3D. Otherwise, I just draw along. Ah, interesting. I still had the settings on an angle. So what you have to do is, I'll show you. You see here, that's why I had this funny line. See the endings? I'll show you better in here. I had a default setting. I should have had it really on 90 either side. Yeah, because I just want it straight. Great, so that's pretty much the roof I'm after. So let's just go to this side of my elevation. Actually, you know what? I like to extend this one. So if I go to here, to this one here, let's move it over and move it over. Oh, yep, gotta be careful here. I'm still not in here, see, but you know what? Let's just drag this in here, because what I have to do is, if you have followed some of my tutorials, I just have to turn this around. So select this and you rotate this. Great, let's go to this elevation. There we are, and move this over here. Just zoom in a bit, and we will see. If you select this, you can roughly see where it is, so it should really go there. So you see how the cursor of the mouse changes. There you go. Whoops, I went too far. I thought there was something there. There we go. Beautiful. And as you can see, it's not long enough here. Okay, that's because of perspective. I just sort of made it roughly. Okay, so we can extend that, not a problem. So let's take this, add something. There you go. And if you want to make it round again, so let's just move this up a bit. There. And in this case, maybe I could actually close this off. Let's have a quick look. It's probably easier. Yeah, and just extend it a tiny bit down, so this is smooth here. Okay, let's do a little bit more. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Great, now this is obviously easy to low, so I can just measure this, or you can just drag it like this. Watch this. So you can take this and you can say drag, move, drag. And you don't have to click down here. You can just go up here and say, okay, I want to drag it from there to there. So I got exactly this distance, even though it's totally out of the screen. There you go. But obviously it still moved it up. So we got this very nice now. And I can move it in to start cutting this off. Let's move it. There we go. And you just move it in, and now I have to go obviously to my reference files again. I mean images. So looking at this, yeah, it's not very thick, so I reckon let's make it a meter. So we go to our 3D image, 3D view, and you select this, and that's the extension here where you can then just draw this back. So you go there and you click there. Yeah, that's the one. Let's have a quick look here. Yeah, that's good. And we just go back 1 meter. I had it at 2. Yeah, that's great. Reference. It probably overlaps. Let's make it overlap 500. All right, do this in here. We go move it. And you drag it from here, X500 over. So in 3D, this should look pretty good now. Great. It is thicker, as you saw, by the way. Reference images. It is thicker and it has an extension on top. Well, an extension, a metal capping. So the thickness of this we should be able to see here. Let's measure this. Hit M, and we just give that a rough. It's almost 800. Yeah, let's make it 800. So we go back here and we say 800. Excellent. Now for the capping, I like you to make a copy, but let's have a quick look back onto the roof. I want to see something. Oh yes, it's going this way. That's cool. I can change that. Okay, what I want to do is actually I can see what is a much easier way. I'll leave this for now, and I'll draw the roof, and then we can cut that out. It'll be much easier to do. So let's get back to our elevation. Actually, it's better. Let's do it on the floor plan. All right. Stop trace reference. And this one here, I want to now extend. All right, let's go all the way, and we have a 500 overlap. Actually, you know what? Let's stop quick. Be very careful here. Let's measure this, and we go M. Yeah, it is 500, just to be sure. All right, so take this, go all the way here, and we go Y500 plus. So what we got now here is this. Okay. Yeah, looking good. I like to overlap a little bit here, I can see actually. So let's get back and we go to our, let's have a quick look. Probably don't need it. The overlapping only happens with the capping. All right, that's cool. I can leave it. Great. So what I want to do is now, I want to get this shape cut out. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is that we draw a line and we tell off with the shell to cut that line shape out. So we can do this in one step. I really need to extend obviously here this. Have a look. If we go to our top view, see I stopped here and it goes all the way straight. So I'm missing this piece. So I want to add this piece. So let's go over here. You know, it's roughly there, but I want to really go over there. So let's take this and just extend this a bit. So let's have a look. Yeah, that's good. Extend this. Okay, and click here. Really wanted to get that. Wait a second. Let's try if I can beat the shell. That's a shame. I really wanted to get this to there. Never mind, not a big deal. Okay, so let's get back. And now it's all extended. That's good. Okay, we go to our ground. Because what I really need is to have this shape exactly. So let's pause quickly here. Okay, to have the shape exactly right, I will trace now along here and we'll cut it out. Okay, I went down to the ground floor and I can see this is not correct. See, the distance is different. So I really have to first copy over what I produced, you know, what I draw here. So let's just select those ones and we mirror them over. That's much better. So let's take this and we mirror a copy. The middle should be here. There we go. And then obviously we have to do the slab again. What we could do is much easier. We split the slab, delete, and same thing. You go and mirror a copy. This is all about speeding up the process. There you go. Let's have a quick look. Nice. Now I can extend this over, as you can see. So let's go down and we go to this one and let's just do that again. There, and now Y500 plus. So now we should be the same, overlapping there and overlapping here. Yeah, it's starting to look good. As you can see, we got the same problem with the walls. So let's do the walls quickly, because we got them here. Ground. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, no, that's all good. There we are. So this one here I can just delete, and that one, let's just move this one back to there. Okay, so that should be out. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I need to draw now the sort of the cutout outline area for the roof. So let's just take a line, continuous, and we start in the middle here. and I just draw along. So halfway, we got halfway here, and this one really, yeah, that should be okay too for now, because because this is slanting that way and that way, I really have to be careful. Those ones I can actually go all the way here, I think. Let's just go there. Alright, so I need to go back to my reference image. So if I go on top, you can see that that's the roof capping really going all the way around. Okay, so what I want to do is to get this shape without sort of having the exact, you know, measurements. It's a bit hard. So let's get back here and have a quick think. Okay, let's show us the ground floor, show us trace reference, because that will be helpful. There we go. I really want to drag this over. Hang on a second. Oh, there we go. So let's extend this there, and this one extend all the way out to there. Okay, I think that's better now. Let's just take the trace reference out. And what we got now here is that. Okay, that's perfect. Let's just now mirror a copy of that one. So you go and mirror a copy. Great. So that's the shape I want for my roof. Okay, I sometimes now copy stuff like, you know, outside, sort of draw it away. I'll show you. So take the two lines, I take my shell roof and I drag a copy, and I do the next operation out here, just in case I get into problems, something doesn't work, or you have to figure out something else. So yeah, that's why it is much. You can always then just move it back. You can delete what you got here. All right. So select the shell and right click into an empty space and define shell contour. You hold down spacebar, you click there, and let's have a look. There you go, beautiful. So that's our shell contour, but obviously I want to just get the capping for now. Now the next bit is, that's why I made a copy. Let's just drag another copy over here. And this one we keep. Yeah, great. So take the line. They're still grouped, so copy and paste. Great, now select their double, you know, above each other. And now suspend groups, and you can now just go and say, okay, let's make this 1 meter. Enter. So that's the distance I want for my cutout, so I get then nice the capping of the roof. So let's select our shell tool, and this time right click into the white space and create hole in shell, and you have to now just trace along. I tried the magic wand tool, it doesn't want to pick it up, so we have to trace along here, which is not a big deal. It doesn't take too long. There we go. Down here. All right, let's have a look. See, perfect. We got our capping here. Select, and we change this to roof capping, or, you know, I have different roof materials. For me, let's just change it to roof. I need number 1 late tile. Change it to roof number 3. Great. Now I kept this first cut roof because let's have a look if I go back to our references of the roof. So we did the capping here, but obviously we got inside the roof the grass roof, and we also have on the other side the roof which has the solar panels. Going back, what you can do is now, first of all, this one I really don't need there at the moment, so I want to move this out, but I want to make sure I match the other one. Okay, let's move them back now. You have to be very careful watch this. If I select this and I drag this a little bit, can you see the cut is totally out? What happened is you have to be careful that you drag it from the construction line. So you click here, and if you drag it, there you go. Okay, so you got to be very careful, because even if you drag it with to say, oh, I want to drag it, you know, with this tool here, you just say move and drag. So if I click out here, do it again, that's fine now because I used this one. But if you don't do this, depending where you select it, see, there you go, bit annoying. So you have to be careful to try to select here. Now it works. All right, so let's drag this one back to fit in here. Oh yeah, a little bit more. Right, let's have a look how this looks. Yeah, that's pretty good, because obviously I have to change the height of this one, and I can see that one is too long. Can you see this? So I would have to cut this also out. Didn't think of that, but that's fine, that can happen. So now gotta make sure I select the right one. Yeah, that's fine. So to get the shell contour now inside, I'll have a look if we could use this tool. Let's have another look. Yeah, that worked fine. So if you select both of them, beautiful. See, this is great actually. In my case, what I do is now I just select this and move it down a bit. As I say, it's a tutorial, and for me, let's move it down 500. Ooh, hang on, I wanted to move that down, don't I? So minus 500. There you go, that looks pretty good now. If we go and see our roof reference, yeah, that will do for now. Great, and let's group this and move it back. I still got another one here, a roof, and I might use this. So let's just drag this out, but I want to make sure first, well, this should be in the middle, so that's cool. So drag this out here, and we drag this one into the middle. Okay, get the marquee tools, I only get this. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's starting to look good. There we go. As you can see, I should have moved that out a bit further. It's, yeah, it needs to overlap. Let's have a quick look. References. Zoom out. Where's the roof? Roof is better. Yeah, of course. That's fine. Yeah, it should overlap a tiny bit, isn't it? Yeah, see, that's a tiny bit. So we can still do this. Let's try to do this in 3D. Let's have a quick look. So go here, and let's take this, suspend it. Let's see if I can manage this in 3D. Just take it out 100. And it should have moved, yeah, on that side too. This side too. There you go. So it's a little bit overlapping, that's fine. Okay, we still got to move those ones out. So you see, you go here and just move that out. Not bad. 1 meter, I should have gone exactly 1 meter, because then I can do the same on the other side. Yeah, that's good. Let's go over here. You can see you can't go up here, you have to go to the construction line. There you go. 1 meter. Okay, and we do the other side. right, great, this is good. Oh, where did that go? Okay, this is good. Yeah, looking good. Okay, look, like I said, you can, keep working on this, but for my purpose, that looks pretty good. So obviously I want to cut this off. So let's take this one, take this one, and we should be able to cut this off now. So we take and just use roof shells from current selection. And it trims too much down here. That is not good. So what we have to do is, okay, obviously first undo step, and we go to our elevation, because if you select this now, you can see what happened. It cuts off at the top, the construction line, but you can see I got the construction line here. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to now just add a point here. There you go. And just go all the way down. Let's make it straight. Why not? Go here, and we go straight. And the same thing here. We just go straight over there. All right, let's head back to 3D, and we should be able to now definitely cut that off without any problems. Try again. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. We'll do the same with our roof, our wall, but as you can see, I need to extend this wall. Whoops, this wall here. Let's just extend that to 6. Yeah, that's high enough. Great. And we then choose this one and cut off again. All right, this looks great. Okay, let's fix up some little things. As you can see here, this is sort of, this needs to go down. So, gotta make sure you suspend groups, and then we move this down by, I think that it's 300. So let's go 300 down. Or we just go there. That was perfect, wasn't it? Yeah, nice. I like it. Let's go over here, do the same thing here, and we go here, select. There we go, and we do the same here. Wait, oops, go outside. It's this one. Okay, this is looking pretty nice now. I can see I haven't cut that one out. Easy. So you have to go back here, ground, and I have this on AHD. Yeah, there we go. So let's just take this and move this all the way. There you go. See, the pen goes black. Black. Okay. So no double faces. Yep, starting to look pretty good. Okay, what do we do next? All right, let's do the top, well, let's call them exhaust next. So I want to do those ones here now. And this is easiest done with the morph, really. Quite simple. Take the morph and we just draw along here. Now to fit it here and onto the roof, we'll have to do this in a moment. I just roughly, again, take it here, go up there, there, and we go down this way. See, it's going parallel to this one. Go this way. Let's go just about there. And there. Okay. Look, this is perspective, so for me that looks pretty close enough. So go there, and I can see here, gotta be careful, actually undo this because I need to move this more there. Yeah, and now you can just go here. Great, let's move it down here, drag. Remember, I started dragging stuff from this corner, so let's go from this corner. Just to keep it consistent in my case. and let's drag it up. Yeah, it gives me a good idea where it roughly is. Let's drag it further up because I need to know exactly where those ones are. See, this one should fit there. So it's a bit hard sometimes because I haven't selected now, it doesn't really show. So sometimes what I do is I just draw a line. There you go. So I know this is exactly now that one. So you take this there. Don't need this line anymore. Alright, so in this case you can see, let's do it the same wood as this. I know it is not an external wall, but for the purpose of the tutorial I'm quite happy with this material. So let's add this to wall external tool, and we use roof, put this on roofs. Okay, great. So according to this, it's round shaped there a bit and there a bit. So I just do this by eye now. There we go. And a little bit here. And you can see it's a bit segmented here. So let's change the segments by going to modify morph, and we just modify segmentation and we just double it. Yeah, let's do it one more time. Let's go down here, modify morph, and we modify segmentation, double it, hit OK. So that looks pretty good now. Let's go into the 3D and we'll see where it is. Yeah, it's over there. So stretch that a little bit, you know, stretch, give it a depth. There we go. And I move this over on the floor plan. And this now we can easily in that section have a quick look. Oh yeah, I need to extend this. There you go. See? Oh, in my case I can actually still move it. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we are. So I can move this into place roughly by having a look on the 2D. There we go. Trace reference. What we got? Yes, it does. So select this and just drag this roughly to, oops, gotta be very careful here, that one. So we drag that one there. Yeah, see, because it's again, it's a 3D perspective from the top, so it's too far out. Let's just do it there. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we will just zoom in, and I want to copy or distribute. What shall we do just to make this same distance? Yeah, all right, I know what to do. Let's go up a story to level 1. Okay, what I do is you select this and you just distribute -1, 1, and you go from here to there, and then you take this and you flip it over. But gotta make sure I've got the right distance. Should have worked. Let's have a quick look. We got here 11,400, and we got, nice, it doesn't look the same now. Okay, so again undo this, and we do it again, and we have to pick it from here. Let's try that. Yes, that's pretty much the same. See the distribution, 10 to 50 roughly, and from here, yeah, good, great. And now obviously we just mirror a copy over. Actually, I want to first see if it looks okay in 3D. Yeah, that would be actually a better idea. And I didn't check the thickness. I should have really checked that first. Let's go back to our top view and have a measure, show a trace reference, and we sort of hit M, just give us an idea. It is 4300, and this one is that's not very good. So into 3D, There we go. So 4300 I really want. So should have measured that before. Okay, so if you do something like this, you should have, you know, when it's flat, just measure it before. So what I do is I go back. I should be able to go back, hopefully. Yeah, see, that's annoying now, because I would just want to go. Yeah, I can't go back. So yeah, because see, I can't measure now for 300. So for this purpose, I had roughly to 100. So let's just add to 100. So next time, like I said, you should really do this in one go. So this is for 200 now. That's pretty good. Okay, same thing again. We distribute, and remember we have to do it from down here to the middle. Okay. Copies one. I should have done fine. Oh, it's the color. You know what? It's not a very good color, isn't it? You can hardly see it. Let's make them orange. Wrong pen. Do it again. Orange. Orange. Any other pens? This one. Orange. Yeah, a little bit better. Not perfect, but it's good. Okay, mirror a copy. Yeah, this looks a lot better now. I like it. This is great. Okay, the next bit is we have to put the pieces together in between. Let's have a quick look. References, what we got here. So we got a bit of glass, tiny bit of roof. Let's have a look on the other side. Okay. Alright, let's move this section in there. Okay. And let's have a look. Yeah, it's easier for me to do this in between now. Alright, I only just noticed that this is actually not good. If you go to our reference, let's say the roof. I zoom in. Actually, it's count correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, so they're not the same distance, which is good because I thought they had to be the same distance. All right, cool, that's all good. See, it's a bit longer, a bit shorter. That's fine. Okay, maybe for our purpose, let's do this the same. I'll show you what you do is, yeah, change a little bit. We distribute not -1, and we do 3, and we go from here all the way to there. As you can see, don't want this, don't want this, and there's 2 there. So you now got in between the exact same space. Let's just do it that way. Yes, I like it. Great. Alright, like we said, the next bit is in between here, so I, for this, move my section. Let's move it up here, and let's see. Alright. So that's now cut through, and I can now add in between. Let's have another look. That little roof and the glass walls. Yeah, see there and there. Great. So let's move now the trace reference a bit higher up. Trace, drag reference, and let's just drag this one. Again, this is just roughly for me up to there. Let's draw a line. There we go. I can see the exhaust looks higher, isn't it? But I took it from here. Fair enough, not a problem. And we can now draw down here and let's draw it from here to there. Now, because I haven't had the exact shape as they have, I'll have to make this up a little bit. So I think we should go from here, there, just go over here. Okay, tiny bit different, but that's okay. So this is the shape, so there'll be a roof and we'll have glass here. If you want it at an angle, maybe we should, so they're all, you know, both a little bit on an angle. Let's move down here, let's move a little bit more there. It has to be inside this, otherwise it doesn't really work. Whoops. Great, so let's start up with some glass here. How do we do this? So for this we draw a wall, very simple. Let's go back to our floor plan and let's move up another level. I haven't been up here yet, that's fine. And we add some walls. Wall, external, yeah, that's fine. Internal, all good. And let's just draw, because where the section is, that's where I want the wall now. Let's just draw two walls. Flip that over. And we draw one there. They're not in the right place, you will see in a moment. I just wanted to have it somewhere. There we go. And we move them. Let's move them there. And this one, you can see when you go here, it'll give you the extension, hopefully. There we go. Okay, very long. So down to this, down to this. And now we need to know the angle. So what you do is you just draw a line. As you can see, that's 90 going this way, 134.81. Let's make it 135. So you go here, this one, 135, and see what happens. Perfect. This one here is 80. Okay, let's do this one. And we do this 80. Yeah, so you have to go the other way around. That's only 10 less than 90, so 90 plus 10 is 100. We go the other way around. There we go, perfect. And take this one and just drag it over here. Okay, it's a bit too high, the walls. Let's just take them down a notch. Which one? This one? No, should be this one. There we go. Just roughly do the same with this one. Great. And then we draw a slab on top. Go back in here, take a slab, and we just draw a slab. And again, you know, you just go back to your section. There you go. It will turn up somewhere. And I drag it up there. Now, because this is on an angle, it will still work, but let's have a quick look. Yes, I can't move the slab that way. So let's just measure this, which is from here to here is 1524. So go down here and you go x1524 plus, whoops, hang on a second, made a mistake here. x1524 plus, that's better, and you can see that should fit now. Perfect. Take this up, we can go right there. Okay, now the slab, we can slant the slab if you go into 3D, but you know what, I want to have those two so I know what I'm doing. Yeah, there you go. So let's just, okay, so you click here and see there's the option there. So that one was 135. That's a bit much. Let's see if I did this right. Yes, 135. See, this fits perfectly, and the other one, as you know, is 80. There we go, or 100. We'll see in a moment. I try 80. Yeah, it's going the other way, I thought so. 100 then. Look, this is perfect. Well, it should be. I gotta just move that a little bit, but that's fine. So we go there. And for my purpose, I just moved this one there. Hey, come on. That's very fiddly. Yes, 3D. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we can add windows in there. Great. Let's just do this right now. So, windows. I want to... Yeah, no, it's all good. Windows, I want to take normal windows. Let's go basic windows. This one here. And I want to add sash options, which I think their sash options are 4, 1. Yeah, that should be good. And we gotta have the same wind frame. Let's put the wind frame in here. We got window frame 1. That's good. And then glass clear. Let's go to glass there. That's okay, and we can click that in here. Okay, so move this up. There we go. You just extend this all the way to there. And as you can see, we have to obviously change the association, which is in here. Ooh, that's already there. Let's have another quick look. What's happening here? Oh, all right, let's just undo this. Yeah, I used the wrong tool. Let's just actually move this up first. Come on, there we go. Yeah, that's much better. And now extend this down. It doesn't want to do it. That's very interesting, actually, very interesting. So escape here. And what we do is we go into the section and try it there. All right, so let's move our section further up. Oh, back in this case, because the window has to be here somewhere. So let's move that back, and there's the window. So let's see if I can select the window here and extend it here. You know, that has to be a bug in ARCHICAD. Not happy with that. So let's have a try if I can extend it. Let's do it 2.5. Yeah. Well, there you go. Maybe I should tell graphics up. I haven't really seen that problem before. Okay, let's have a quick look in 3D. Right, so what we do is just keep going, 3.5. I can't go exactly at the moment, so just do it roughly. That's not bad. Let's try if I can extend it that way. Let's see what happens. Okay, that seems to work. Happy with that. Great, and let's get back here. And I thought, yes, they are missing. That is very interesting. Let's go back to our sash options and with, let's make this 50. Oops. Yeah, they're not turning up. Actually, that's something I haven't checked. The model attributes, it has to be on full. I'll show you, this is here. Model attributes, detail level. Yeah, gotta have it on full. There you go. Back in business. Great. And we do the same on the other side. Let's just take this one and we try to add this on the other side. Great. And we just move that a little bit this way, and let's just drag this up, hopefully. Nice, looking good. So what I want to do is now obviously drag them along. So we got 3 of them. let's see if I can select them in here, there, and the slab. Group, that's right, can't group, so you go to 3D, and you go like this, and you group, and now it works. Back in here, and let's just make sure you haven't suspended groups, and we just copy a couple. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Starting to look really good and very similar to the real building. Okay, I think it's time to add those curtain walls around here and a couple of windows. Okay, so yeah, another one here. Great. Let's have a look at the rough measurements of this curtain wall. All right, I'm going to my elevation and we can have a look here. There you go. So you can see that is roughly, which is good. Let's just draw a line and let's draw this from here to here. And we take this and we drag it up to there and just drag a couple more up. Okay, let's go there, there, and there. All right, let's go and see the references. So we did this, 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 this. Yep, that's fine. Let's go back to elevation. Now, I will use the dimension tool, and then for this exercise, I'll round them up, of course. So let's have a look. So click on here. Oops, didn't really want to do that. I have to do that again. Just want to double click. Okay, they are a bit big. Never mind, never mind. We can change the text. Hopefully here, let's do 5. Yeah, but for this purpose, that's fine. So you can see here, this is roughly 677. So let's move this up and we do 700. So why we move 23 plus, and they should have adjusted it. Okay, so let's move this up by 23. We drag and say Y23 plus. Okay, so 677 make it 700. So we take this and we drag this one up Y23 plus. So we got 700. This we can make 1200. So we drag Y29 minus, just to give me round numbers. How we got here 750. All right, drag Y4 minus, and this one 14. That's fine. Actually, no. Take this and we drag it down by 40. Make it real round numbers. All right. So those are the numbers I want to add to our curtain wall. So let's get out of here. 700, 1200. Okie dokie. So let's get back in here. It's just a simple, straightforward curtain wall setting. So we put in the height 700, 1200, add another one, 750, add another one, 1400. Just to make sure we got this right, let's get back in here. So 700, 1200, 750, 1400. All right, that's pretty good. Look, I don't go through all the settings here, you know, applying material and so on and so on. So I like to now go and put this on the curtain wall. There you go. So let's go down to our ground floor. And that's where we have the placeholder for now. What I want to make sure is the placeholder, if this also is on the same layer at the moment, I don't really want that on the same layer. So yeah, curtain wall. So what I'll do is now, let's move those. Same over here. Select, oops. Yeah, okay, so I want to move them. Let's move them on to, you can move them on to cutting elements for now, that's fine, because I really want to turn them off after. Okay, now they're turned off. Make sure back here we turn them back on so we know where they are. And we actually do this, we select all, deselect, and we only turn this one on and we turn this one on. Great. Actually, before I continue, obviously you have to also give us the horizontal length of the beams here. So let's just get back and change this in the curtain wall to give us a rough idea. Let's go in here and just hit M to measure. See, it's really hard. I don't have an elevation, so let's just have a look. It's probably roughly 2 meters, 1800. Let's make it 1800. Okay, so we go into our curtain wall and do this 1800. Okay, great. Let's get back out of here and we draw our first curtain wall. Let's just simply click here, all the way to here, and click on the same spot again. Okay, as you know, oh, that wasn't very straight. Let's undo this. Gotta hold my shift key down, I think. Click again, down here, shift, yeah. All right, that's better. Now, important is that this one, I think if you select here, we've seen it has 80 degrees. So let's do the same with this curtain wall. So we put this on 80. There we go. And let's have a look in 3D what we got. All right, so that's the one. Now, as you can see, obviously I started on this side over here all the way to there, and then I have this sort of leftover. Okay, so again, this is a tutorial, so if you want to have this more exact, you obviously have to calculate exact how many you want in between, and then you divide this, and it might be 1810 millimeter, 1820. So what you can do is, in this case, just to quickly give this sort of an idea, so you can add just 20 there. It will recalculate. See, there you go. I got a little bit of leftover, and let's put in 40. So just for me, maybe to make it a bit nicer. There you go. Okay, so this looks nice. I have no leftover here. Good. Next step is, that looks good, and then it's on the angle, on an angle. Great. But if you look exactly to our one of our reference images, you see they got some thicker columns here. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3 thicker column, actually 1, 2 thicker column, and so on. So again, for this purpose, I stop with 1, 3, 2. Let's have a look. If I go back to our 3D, we go and have a look. Okay, so you can now select this, edit, and if you go here, up here, you click on this, see there's one, but you can also go, oh, I want this, select all of those ones, or I want to select all the way down. So let's do this, and then you, because you select, you have the option here. So let's put this on 200. Let's see what happens here. There you go. So you got this now, and remember I had 1, 1 through 3, so let's do the next one here again, and we do 200. I can't select more than one at the time, but that's okay. So let me go through those ones quickly. Okay, and that leaves us with the last one. This works out actually really well. I got a bit lucky there probably. Okay, so we got 200. So you go back out, and that looks pretty good now. All right, exit. All right, let's see what we have. Now, obviously, because we still got the placeholder in there, which is now on the cutting element layer, shows like that. Perfect. Now, to do this one here, we have to use a different curtain wall tool. Instead of just drawing the curtain wall with this tool, I need to draw it in elevation. with this tool. So let's go here. Okay, and again, I like to turn everything else off. So select all, deselect cutting elements and curtain walls. There you go. Now let me have another look at the elevation references. Yeah, so it's going there. Look, like I said, it's probably stopping here. So for my purpose of the tutorial, so back here, I will just add the whole thing. Okay. So we go to our curtain wall tool here, use this one, and you just draw along. Maybe to make it a bit more fitting, let's try and fit this in here. Go there. Let's just try here. All right. Let's see what we got in 3D. There you go. Okay, so we will have to go now to the floor plan, and obviously it always draws where your section is. So we'll take this and we draw this back here. Okay, it's looking good. As you can see, we need to actually mirror. That's the wrong way around. So let's get back here and select that curtain wall. There we go. And you really have to mirror that over. So you just mirror and drag this one out here. Let's have another look. Yeah, that's better. Now, we have to also match, obviously, the elevation is different here, you see. This is probably 1800, but then that looks more like 1 meter. Then you got a double door and so on. So we could go in here and we change this by adding, obviously, the distance in here. But I can also, if you edit this, move them around in here. So I can go here again. There you go. And you can actually move them. Okay, this is just, look at just doing an example because this is a tutorial. So if you want to do this a lot more exact, then you have to obviously do this by exact numbers. So let's just do this, go back to our reference. Actually, it is first wide. So let's undo this step. Let's do 2 wides and then we do a small one, which is this one. And we move that one. Let's move it, if it's 1800 roughly, let's move it by 800. You got this. There you go. The next bit, you have the door as you saw. So what you can do is you can delete this and you can select this one. Curtain wall panel selection setting, and you can just change this to a double door as example. Make sure you would have to change the model attributes, you know, frame materials and so on. So you hit OK. There you go. So you got the door in. So yeah, could keep going with this, but this is not the purpose of this tutorial. The purpose of the tutorial is to get the shape and building right and not really into those details. There's other, for this I got other tutorials. Just go on my YouTube channel or website and you'll click through it. Okay, so exit this mode, and this is what we got now. What we do is we copy and mirror on, we mirror one over. Let's just take a mirror, copy, should give us the middle here somewhere, hopefully. I think it's in here, isn't it? There you go. Okay, into 3D mode, and we got that on the other side too. Great. Now the same thing obviously is with this side here. For now, let's just mirror that over too, and we can just make them smaller for that. Or actually, let's just drag a copy. There we go. And you rotate the copy. And you drag it over to here. Okay, and all you have to do is obviously make it a bit smaller. Great, let's have a look. And it probably fits fairly enough because remember we have the same with 80. Yeah, that's pretty good. So let's have a look in our normal 3D view. There and there. It's too short at the moment, that's fine, we can change that. All right, starting to look really good. All right, then extend those. What you have to do is you just select them and have a look. There is the setting in here. Here you see at the moment is 8. As example, let's make it 10 and I will just extend this. Okay, so let's do this. Actually, you gotta be careful. This one I can't extend because we've done this on the side. So now this one is different. I can select and extend this, but you will see it will not match the way I want, because see, there you go. I can't now draw it over here. The gap starts to get bigger and bigger. So unfortunately, I should have extended that first and draw that after, because remember we drew this in elevation and that's important. So look, I just quickly fix that up for you. Okay, so this looks a bit better now. See, all nicely cut out, and we have this over there. All right, the other way, this way, yes, we have to just extend those as we did before. That's an easy one. Go there and we extend this a bit in there. If you want to have it more exactly, obviously we have to cut through the section again a bit further down. There we go. And I can see on the floor plan we do have to make sure we move this a slight bit in. There you go. Now this should be under the roof, roughly. Yeah, look, that's pretty good. And I can see I should have extended those ones too, but like I said, I can see I should extend those too. Let's do that quickly. Okay, that looks better now. Great, look, we getting very close. That looks nice. Okay, so when we got, let's have a look at the reference images again. So what else we have to do is obviously we have to put some solar panels on it. And this one will be grass. To add the grass, I like to just put a small piece of roof on top of what we have existing now. Select this one and you want to copy one higher up. So what you do is we elevate, increment one. It doesn't matter how high, I just want to go higher up. Okay, so I got a copy now. Let's go into our elevation. That should show up just nicely here. Select this and you see, let's make this 100. That'll be the grass thickness. And what you need to do is now we have to convert this into a morph, because I can't, well, no, I can't really cut this. You know what? I could maybe reduce this. Let's have a quick look if that works. But because we got all those cuttings here, let me give that a go. While we're here, let me give that a go. All right, so take this. Yeah, it does reduce them. Let's just try if it goes all the way, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it keeps taking this. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, no, this is not good. I think it keeps moving it, doesn't it? That would be better. Should have used the other one. Okay, now so we got this 100 for the grass now. What we next bit is we reduce the polygons. Use this tool, and we should be able to make this smaller and go all the way here. Okay, let's just keep going. And yeah, don't need the round one, I can see. So let's put this there. All right, let's have a quick look in 3D what we got so far. Yeah, see, this is this piece. That's actually pretty good. Let's select this and we change this to grass. I must have grass somewhere here. There we go. Okay, that's good. And move it down in this section. So you take this, drag it down. Just make sure you're above and in 3D. There you go. So you got your green roof section now. You can see it's going inside a little bit. So that's what I thought before. If you want to exactly move it, let's take this and move it a little bit here. Okay, so that should be fine. Great. Let's do on the other side, underside now, the solar panels. Before we continue, I really should get rid of this one now. Don't think I need it anymore, but in case, let's put it on a layer that's turned off. All right, solar panels. Okay, the easiest option is probably using the curtain wall again. So let's go there and we change the theme now, the scheme here, to more let's just do it a rectangular, really. Let's do 1 meter and we get rid of some here. So minus, minus, minus. Okay, so I have 1 meter here and we got one here. So that's when they're square, but you know what, let's make them a bit different size. 1200 by 800. Great, and then obviously you would have to change the main panel, which is panel, main panel. I want this as solar panel materials. So let's add this. I've got that one here. Great. And just to make sure, in case there is a distinct panel turning up, we do the same here. All right, great. And this one you can put on a roof layer. You know, you create your own layer called solar panels. But for me, that's fine. I just put it on the roof. Okay, so let's draw this. I'm drawing in 3D now, but even so you will see it'll just be flat on the floor, but it's easier for me to go along the edges. So let's start up here. You can see on the floor how it draws on the floor, but it's quite nice. You can go right along the edge here. Now, this is roughly there, but I really wanted to go there. Okay, so to make sure, it's a bit fiddly, because it's straight anyway on the flat floor, so I can go all the way here, click, and then we go over here. See, it's again straight. Click again, and you close this off. Okay, now I can't see it because it's on the floor. See, there you go, wireframe view. So all we have to do is go into our section and move this one up. So let's move this up. Great, and we rotate to match the roof angle. And then we got our solar panels already in 3D. There you go. Okay, and I can see now the way they go. Let's just change them a little bit. And we go here and make them 1800. There you go. Let's see what we got. Reference. Yep, they maybe go more horizontal, more vertical than horizontal. So again, it's very easy to just change that back. Let's go the other way around, and we do 1800 here, and you do 800 here. Then the panels go that way. Okay, they might be a bit too small, too many, but you know exactly what I mean now, how to create those solar panels on the roof of this building. Great, we got the grass here, looking good, and I like to just close this off. There you go. Okay, this will do for now. And we have our nice GSK Carbon Neutral laboratory model ready, at least outside. I hope this tutorial gives you a little bit of an insight and new ideas how to approach your next project building you want to build, model, produce. And I hope you enjoyed this extended tutorial, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.